Well, I've got a good video for you guys. I said in my last short video that we're going to go over the times that the Roush did, the Supercharger that is, in the quarter mile with a bone stock car on a tire. No intro today. We're going to jump right into it. As you can see, I'm on vacation. I'm in Cincinnati, so we won't have any special editing, but let me show you what the Roush did in the quarter mile. Then we'll compare it to Whipple's stage 1, because that's apples to apples in this case, and we'll talk about it. So here's the video.
What's up, guys? Team Roush out here at Mile and Dragway, and we're going to be testing out the new 24 Mustang Supercharger kit. What's up, guys? So we just got back here at Roush from the track. Extremely excited to share with you that with just drag slicks, nothing else under the car, stock airbox, 93 fuel, stock suspension, we ran a 10.3.3 at 135 mile an hour. It's 80 degrees out. Nothing special done to this car, so cooler air, it'll definitely run faster, but this is a great time. So we want to just encourage you guys to go to RoushPerformance.com and go pick up your kit for your 24 Mustang.
And there you guys have it. There's the times. Really good times. Now we're going to compare them to Whipple, but I just want to reiterate something. Stock car, stock headers, no octane booster. And one thing that's interesting, because of the Roush's dual intake setup, there's no cold air intake on it, like no high flow filters like the Whipple. No high flow filters whatsoever. They do help a little bit on a stock car, but remember, forced induction, high flow filters help tremendously. But the carbon traps are in there too. I can almost guarantee you that that is robbing horsepower on a forced induction system with the way the carbon traps are encapsulated in there, taking up some surface area of the air coming through the intake. Whipple has carbon traps, but they're circular inside around the rim and not causing any air restriction coming through the cold air intake tube. So that's something to think about. Now, let's compare Whipple and Roush. And before we get to there, just know I am not on either camp, okay? The only thing that I don't like so far about Whipple, or really the only thing I don't like about Whipple as a whole, is they keep shitting on Roush. I don't like that as a business practice. It's very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. If I shit on my competition in my industry, I would get fired because it would make me look bad. It would make my company look bad. It would make the company that we sell their stuff, like who we represent, look bad. So it's a very bad business practice, and there's no disputing that. It does not matter. That is unprofessional. Seriously, it really is. Like, I deal with multi-million-dollar projects and everything, more money than Whipple or Roush or any other supercharger company could wish to make per year. I deal with way more money than they do, and it's extremely unprofessional. So I just kind of want to throw that out there, because I don't dislike Whipple, the supercharger. I don't dislike Roush. I like ProCharger, like I don't dislike them. Their products are really good. It only comes down to the business practices that make other companies look bad. So let's compare and let's get into it. All right, so on the left side, we got the time slip for the Roush. On the right side, we've got the time slip for the Whipple. Now, let's go over the Whipple one first. 60 foot was 157. This is just a stock car. It's a bone stock car from Murphy's Law Garage. Bone stock car, just nothing but the tire, which is fair. Tire and a wheel, I think, a lightweight wheel. That's fine. That's all fair. No octane booster, no headers, no nothing. And it went a 157 60 foot, 6.6 at 109 in the eighth. 102 or 10.2 in the quarter at 135. The DA was around 1700. Okay. Now on the left, I know it's a little hard to see, but we could do some trickery here. Let's zoom in. So the eighth mile was a 6.69, which is pretty on par with a Whipple. Let's not say it's not. At 108, the 60 foot was worse. We do need to mention that. The 60 foot was worse at 1.63 versus 1.57. So that explains why it probably got through the 8th mile a little bit quicker on the Whipple. Let's just call it what it is. It's true. A better 60 foot will give you a better time through the 8th. That's just how it works. And then 10.33 at 135.20. And then this is a 135.09. So I don't know if the Whipple is necessarily running out of steam. You can't really say that, I don't think. But there is something damning here against the Whipple. Not saying that it's not better. Not saying Roush is better. But there's one thing that's damning, and it's actually the DA testing that happened on August 7th for the Roush. And let's go ahead, I'll pull up the DA because it's very similar to the exact same day that they tested the Roush Supercharger on their car. So these were the conditions for today, even though Roush tested theirs yesterday. I literally went back and looked, and it's almost identical for the temperatures and the time. Like everything is pretty much identical from what it was on August 7th to August 8th. So go ahead and throw that out the window. The DA will be similar. And as you can see, the DA for the Roush was 3,100. It was almost double the DA of the Whipple Supercharger that went 10.2 as well. And for anyone who doesn't know, and for those that do know, DA, density altitude, plays a major role when it comes to forced induction vehicles. The only thing it doesn't affect is electrical vehicles. So it plays a very major role in forced induction vehicles, and in this case almost double, and it runs almost the same time. A 10.3 versus a 10.2 for the Whipple they're probably right on par. I would argue potentially the Roush could maybe run a better time, potentially, because its 60 foot was 0.5 off as well, 0.05 I should say. So it's off a little bit too. Every little bit matters. So the DA though, that is huge, guys. That is huge. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. At the end of the day, Roush has made a good product. Whipple's made a good product. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. Now, there is a stage 2 Whipple. It does make more power. However, I firmly believe, since Roush isn't doing the RS1, RS2, RS3 Roush cars, that we can see a Roush Stage 3 Supercharger with bigger injectors and potentially even a full fuel system that may be able to unlock E85. So we'll just have to see what happens. I strongly believe that there's going to be a Roush Stage 3 kit because they're not doing the stage cars. But Whipple and Roush both make a very good product. That's it with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.